In that TikTok, you actually jump through the closet door. Like, you break it. Is it actually broken, or did you fix it? Like, what happened with that?
Let me just do a quick, since it's right here. You asked if it's still broken. Yes. There it is. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Inside the closet. So yeah, it most certainly is. Sorry, Dad.
Was that before or after your dad fell through it with the football?
That was I think that was actually after, because he fell through a different panel.
Yeah.
On the left side.
Yeah.
So, and that one actually is still standing. But when I do it right, you know.
You do it right, dude. You kick it through. You literally break it. How many things are broken in your house from TikTok videos?
All right, thanks for joining us, everybody. Here today we have JakesFunny, and no, I'm not talking about the guy to my right or left for you. We are actually talking about @JakesFunny, and we couldn't be more excited to have him today.
Dude, thanks so much for coming on, man. We're excited to have you, really.
Of course. Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it. And happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks, man. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We see you brought your dad. That's cool.
I got the bow tie right here. I have to wear green. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see I brought my dad here in spirit with us on the podcast. So he's going to be scowling over us the entire time.
And for those who can't see, it is a large format photo of him from when the birthday cake exploded on him. The balloon.
The balloon, yeah.
Yes. Catch me on my live streams. You can see this behind me on every live stream.
Jake's dad, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, dude, thanks for coming. We have, I don't know where to start with this because there's a lot going on here, but I do want to know who actually films for you.
Ooh, that's a good question. We're starting off with the hard one. So actually, this is a popular question that's been asked all the times. You'll see it in the comment sections in the Q&A. I can't fully disclose that right now because I want to do a cameraman reveal, just like I want to do a mom reveal, which may be your next question, at like 1.5 or 2 million followers.
Are they one and the same?
I don't know. Maybe you'll have to find out. But I can confirm it's a family member who helps. Okay. And it's not the same person every single time. But as a general rule, there is a family member, yes.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. How did you get into it?
It may or may not be my dog, so...
I mean, that'd be even cooler.
I'm excited to see that reveal. I'm gonna be telling everybody to follow you. Make sure that we get that sooner. You know.
Perfect. Yeah. At JakesFunny, at Jake Gould on Instagram. Give me a shameless plug. You know.
Oh, there's no shame there, man.
Not at all. And so, how did you get into TikTok?
Yeah. So boredom, a lot of it. Yeah. The pandemic. And, actually, so I'll give a quick background about myself. I actually just graduated college in May of 2020, which is not just, I guess. Holy crap. I'm looking at the calendar right now. It's been a while, guys.
Did 2020 even happen, dude? Like, is it really even a thing?
That's the thing. So for me, I just graduated college. I majored in finance, minored in political science. I got my real estate license out here in California when I was 19. I was fully set to go into that world and the finance world. And then I said, you know what? Let me use absolutely none of that and torture my father instead. So here we are.
It seems like the clear path.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, obviously. Why sell houses when you could just torture your dad all day in your own house?
Yeah, I think everyone enjoys that more. And actually, full disclosure, I did start a TikTok channel at the beginning of the pandemic in March. And I was doing just stuff, I was still in college at the time. I was still in Indiana. And I was just doing POV type videos, playing both characters, trying to make comedy sketches. And look, I thought they were funny. Clearly the audience didn't think that they were that funny because it didn't blow up. So I gave up, and then the pandemic kept going, right? So I got back at it and I said, you know what goes viral on TikTok? I saw these father-son type pranks and I said, I've been doing this my entire life. Why don't I just take a camera to it and we'll see what happens?
Well, clearly it picked up, but you also kind of actually in your first, like, how long until I get slapped sketches, it kind of is like a comedy bit, honestly, because you do have your sponsors, and I don't know if they're real, but I want to dig into that in a little bit later, but you do have your sponsors, which is funny, but it is kind of like a comedy bit at that point.
It is, yeah. For my side, obviously I'm scripting everything that I say, because the pranks are kind of standalone on their own. They're either fake advertisements or I'm playing these ridiculous costume characters jumping out of fridges and stuff. So I'm trying to script everything I say and I'm just trying to capture my dad's natural reaction. So yeah.
Dude, it's incredible. And to be honest with you, I think the Vaseline one is the one that really like, I was like, this kid he's willing to do whatever it takes to get it.
I still have Vaseline in my hair, guys. It's what I'm using as hair gel now. It doesn't come out.
That's awesome. Speaking of the Vaseline, by the way, so you've eaten quite a few things at this point. You've eaten the speed stick, the Vaseline, obviously. What else did you?
The mayo.
The mayo. Obviously, the mayo is not going to be the worst one. But what was worse, the Vaseline or the speed stick?
Well, the speed stick, if you notice, I spit it out right away.
Yeah.
Didn't cause too much damage. Vaseline was way worse because it's not like it liquefies in your mouth or anything. It stays like a solid gelatinous, blob. So I had to spit that out. But the worst one, actually, which you guys may have seen early on my profile, which I didn't eat, was the Tide detergent on my head. And that fucked me up. And that was real Tide detergent. I actually still have the bottle up in that cabinet over there. I keep it as a prop. That's basically
a trophy.
Yeah, it's a trophy. It's a badge of courage and scars for the $190 hospital bill that I had when I ended up there. So,
Ooh, 190.
What
you got
happened
off
with
easy.
that? Yeah, I know, right? So I got permanent dry eye syndrome from that, which I didn't know was a thing, and that's serious. So this is what really started my channel. This was one of my first videos, and this video kind of blew up, and I said, well, there's absolutely no turning back now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to go to the hospital. My dad rushed me there. I flushed my eyes for over an hour. And basically they gave me a lot of medicine. They had to do a pH test on my eyes, which is where they stick one of those like ice cream sticks in your eye and have to measure the liquid in there. So that was fun.
So when is the detergent part 2 coming out?
Maybe soon. Maybe I'll get some natural Whole Foods detergent or something and take it easy.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll change anything, but you should do it. Hey, right. I'm all for it.
So I have to ask, with all of this, with all of these pranks and obviously the hospital and everything, outside of this, how is your dad reacting to all of it?
Right. So off camera is a different story than on camera.
Right.
It's kind of similar, but it is a love-hate relationship. Like I said, I've been doing this my whole life. Right. I'm not really changing anything. And for the record, just so everyone doesn't think I'm a complete asshole, he does prank me back. He just doesn't set up a filmographer to post it so we can put it online. And I say, hey, Dad, if you're going to do something, if you're going to prank me back, get someone to film so we can keep this going. And he did do one prank where he filmed it, with the oversized hand where he smacked me.
Well, you finally got slapped. Yeah,
I did. It happened. So then I had to start the new series. How long until I get disowned? He's a good sport about it, though. He's a good sport. We love each other. He's happy to have the company during the pandemic, I think. I'll chalk it up to that. So
chalk it up to the father-son bonding, huh?
Yeah, of course. I'm doing him a favor, right? Let's just say that.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to be pranked by their son 24/7? So
does he watch your TikToks?
He doesn't have a TikTok. I know that. I don't even think he knows how to download it. But I know he has seen some. That's why he did that slap video in the first place.
Right.
I think my other family members kind of talk to him and send them to him. I don't think he really keeps up on his own. But I would be surprised. Maybe he'll watch this podcast. Who knows?
I mean, does he know about the newest prank that's coming?
Are we talking about the billboard?
We're talking about the billboard.
Oh, to my knowledge, he does not. I have not asked him about it, and I refuse to confront him about it. It's very possible he's seen the video advertising it, but it's also, if he has, it's very probable that he thinks it's an obvious joke and that it's not actually going to happen. But he doesn't know his son well enough because it's going to happen, and we have secured the funding, I am happy to say. So we are getting this thing. It's actually a few minutes away from me down the road.
Oh,
and
my
he's in for
gosh.
quite a treat.
That is awesome, man. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, well, you guys are on Long Island, right? So
Yeah.
You'll have to make a trip out here just to see the billboard.
Dude, you don't have to convince me to come to Cali, man. I'll come there.
Yep, not at all.
But yeah, so obviously that means that you haven't gotten the billboard up yet, but you definitely have plans to get that up. I'm excited, man.
It takes about a month or so in advance. You have to reserve things anyway, and they actually neglected my design at first. They said, we can't do this. And I convinced them. I sent them more designs. I was like, look, this, we have to make this happen for my fans. I basically pleaded with them, and so now they're going to do it. So
You can't be the first person to ever want to put like a prank on a billboard. There's no way.
No, definitely not. Well, what they said is that they can do a prank, they said, but we can't make fun of a medical condition legally on a billboard. And I said,
okay.
Yeah, so that was where the no-go was. So I kind of worked around it. I was like, well, what, it's not really, it's a joke. It's not really a medical condition, wink, wink, or is it? I don't know. So whatever, they obliged. After I showed them the money, they obliged.
That's usually how that works.
Yeah, money rules, huh?
Money does.
That's
work.
Awesome, man.
But hey, I mean, by the time this episode does come out and our listeners and viewers get to see it, I'm pretty sure it will be up.
Oh, it might be. Yeah. So in Sherman Oaks, go drive by. You'll see it. Anyone in LA?
I'm stoked.
Okay, so I kind of want to change directions here just a tiny bit. So one thing I want to tell you, I actually have the same kangaroo suit that you have. I bought it. I was planning to go on a trip to Australia, and me and my buddy were going to wear it as a joke on the plane and probably get punched when I got to Australia. But yeah, so I have that same kangaroo suit, which is really funny. But in that TikTok, you actually jump through the closet door. Like, you break it. Is it actually broken, or did you fix it? Like, what happened with that?
Yeah, so first off, I'm sorry for jacking your swag. I didn't know that you were the...
Yeah, dude, I'm the original. Yeah, I'm the original here.
Let me just do a quick, since it's right here. You asked if it's still broken. Yes. There it is. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Inside the closet. So, yeah, it most certainly is. Sorry, Dad.
Was that before or after your dad fell through it with the football?
That was so. I think that was actually after, because he fell through a different panel.
Yeah.
On the left side.
Yeah.
So, and that one actually is still standing. But when I do it right, you know.
You do it right, dude. You kick it through. You literally break it. How many things are broken in your house from TikTok
The
videos?
TV, I know.
Yeah, the TV. Oh my gosh, dude.
Okay, before we count all the broken things, I will say, just so nobody thinks I'm a horrible person, because I am a bad person, but I'm not a horrible person. I do replace and I do clean up every single mess I make and everything I break. I'm going to replace this closet door. I just have to find, these closet doors are from like 18th century Roman architecture. I don't know how to find the matching door, but I'm going to make it work. The TV, yes, the TV has already been replaced. So I do help out in that way. But,
did you have a replacement with the TV before you even did the prank video?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I did because I knew what would happen, obviously. So
yeah, of course.
I'm just happy you didn't miss and hit something else.
Well, I played college baseball, so ain't no missing on this arm.
Well, you mentioned in our correspondence before this that you were a baseball fan, so I made sure I wore my Cubs hat for this.
Yeah, I said baseball fan, not Cubs fan.
Yeah, you made that very clear.
Hey, it's got the MLB logo right here. It's fine.
All right, fair enough. Obviously,
Okay,
I'm a Dodgers fan in LA, so.
There you go. I mean, Dodgers are great.
Hey, we both got a World Series under our belt this
Exactly.
day. We'll take it.
So how many things in your house are actually broken?
Yeah, so let's count. Well, not the closet, TV, my dad's spirit, if you count that.
I very much so count that.
It's more temporary damage than I'd have to look through my TikToks. For example, if you saw the one where I belly flopped in the pool in the middle of the living room, there was some flooding that went on. Nothing technically broke.
Oh man!
But yeah, he wasn't happy about that one. And everything else, I think, is working. The fridge is working. So
I mean, with the belly flop one, yeah, the pinata.
Yeah, the pinata. Oh my gosh!
But it had the milk thistles.
Yeah, exactly.
With the belly flop one, I was cracking up at the comments with that, because if only you had just drank the Red Bull, you would have had the wings with 3 eyes.
Yeah. It didn't. Apparently, I was supposed to do that. They didn't make the disclaimer on the package, so how was I supposed to know? And Red Bull did not sponsor me for that, by the way. So I'm angry at them.
Okay, how many of these sponsors, quote unquote, that you have had have any of them actually reached out to you?
So one of these videos right now that I have is actually sponsored.
Oh,
We'll see. Can you think you guys can guess which one? It's a fairly recent one.
I literally watched every single one of them.
well, that's the problem. We saw too many in a row.
We just talked about it. Something breaks.
Something breaks.
The television?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
That was G, because remember I come in and I say,
oh yes, yeah.
G Fuel. Yeah. Believe it or not, that was a sponsor. G Fuel liked it and they sponsored it. Because you have an actual shirt. You go all out for these pranks, man. I respect that.
I mean, the costumes alone are insane. Where do you get all of them? I know your dad asked that too, but where do you get all these costumes?
Yeah, where do we get these kangaroo costumes, Jake?
Amazon.
Amazon, mostly. Some of them you have to go down to the dark web of Amazon and really find some crazy costumes. But I got plenty more. Actually, there's a package sitting right next to me that I got a new one on the way, which you guys will see in a coming video.
Okay,
Can't
so
wait.
you have a lot of videos planning. You're not planning to stop anytime soon, right? Because I need my morning entertainment. I wake up and I go into TikTok immediately, and if you posted a video, it shows up right away. So I need that morning stuff, man.
Does a baby stop walking after it takes its first steps?
Oh,
No.
I don't know how to answer that.
I hope they don't.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going with this until there's nowhere left to go with this. Like we said before, I just started. The first post was on Christmas Eve. This is not even a few months in the making. So this has been very quick. The traction's been very quick, and we're just getting started. And the coronavirus is just ending. Cross my fingers. I know I just added 6 more months of it by jinxing it there, but once everyone gets the vaccine and we're able to go out, I plan to do a lot more public pranks too. Bring my dad in public, bring people over to the house, things like that. So we're going up from here.
So you started in December, like you said, and we mentioned before. Did you ever expect it to take off so quickly, or did you kind of think it was going to be a slow rise up, or what did you expect from that?
Yeah, of course I planned all this to a T. No, of course not. This was unexpected. It happened on my second video and my third video. Like I said, when I poured the tide, there was no going back from there. TikTok is one of those crazy platforms. We call it the Wild West because it's so easy to potentially blow up. Now there's 1 billion users, so your competition is insane. But it's really insane how people go from 0 to 1 million followers overnight, it seems like. And that's why I chose TikTok to start with over other social medias. Is it's the easiest to level up. Instagram, for example, you have to just gain followers organically. You have to have people literally click to follow you. They can't discover you like TikTok does on the For You page. So
yeah, I agree with that. I feel like Instagram kind of lost its Wild West feel, and I feel like that's the best part of social media is when a new platform just starts. I feel like there's just so much potential there.
Right, and now they're sprouting up all over the place. We got Triller, we got Likey, Byte. There's a million of these things. I say we bring back MySpace and just go old school.
Well, Justin Timberlake owns it, right? Or is that old news now? I don't even know.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure
I think he
owns
does. It. He did for a while. I don't know. I'm 65, so
that's a bad investment on his part.
He wanted to turn it into more of a music platform, and both of us here are musicians, so I like any idea of having a new music platform to showcase new artists.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I was gonna say I see the guitars in the background over there.
Yeah.
Who's better between you two?
It's got to be me.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Because I'm just a singer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a musician.
I'm a musician. It's
All right,
different.
Fair enough.
Can I ask you about Snuffle? I want to know.
Oh yeah.
Whoa. Snuffy. Okay.
This guy.
Yeah, it was probably my fault.
Snuffy. All right. So what was the story behind Snuffy? What was the inspiration behind that? How the fuck did you even execute that? Where did you even get? I don't even know where to begin.
Good question. So Snuffy is an alpaca from a local farm. I don't own her. Sorry to say, everyone. It's not like we have a room in the apartment that she fits in. Although maybe if this keeps going, maybe I'll replace my dad's bedroom with an alpaca den one of these days. But there's a farm called Reptacular Animals nearby here. And I basically spent. Do you happen to know who Two Turnt Tony is on TikTok?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so he's got. If you're a follower of Two Turnt Tony, he's got the ducks with him. His whole brand, aside from just being a model, has ducks with him, drinks with these ducks, and does everything. And I said, you know what? Let's one up that. Let's get a fucking alpaca. So I started.
You got it from Target.
Yeah, I got it. Well, sure. That's between us, though. They got it in. It was Bed Bath & Beyond, but it was in the Beyond section.
Beyond.
So I called like 50 places. This one finally was like, yeah, we can rent an alpaca. We do it for like commercial and video shoots. And I told them, well, I'm a legit production company. Can we get the alpaca over here? I didn't tell them, obviously, I was just a measly little TikToker. But, they came and we made it happen. And I rented it only for a few hours. So I was able to film a couple videos in that. But then I got it back. And I actually, it's funny, I have it coming back tomorrow. We're going to film some more videos
Snuffy
tomorrow.
Part 3, huh?
What'd you say?
That's awesome. Snuffy Part 3.
Snuffy, yeah. And we're going to have Part 3, Part 4. I'm going to keep getting it back. This is going to be my new brand now.
This is your thing now, dude. That's awesome. So, before we started the interview, you mentioned that there's a line with being a comedian. And obviously, like, you didn't have to tell us for us to realize this. You kind of teeter-totter on that line. And I feel like you do a pretty good job with that, because I feel like sometimes I'm just like at the end of your TikTok video, I'm just like face, like mouth open, just like, wow, I can't believe he just did that. But it's never to the point where you're just like, okay, that was too far. Where is that line? Do you feel it's like a hard way to like navigate that line? Is that difficult?
It's very difficult. It's the finest line. It's like the prime meridian. It's there, but it's an imaginary line, and you don't know when you've crossed it. So there's a super fine line between being funny, between being very creative, having a very enjoyable prank, and something that just makes you want to put your phone in a fucking hydraulic press so that you never have to see that video again. And that can be for two reasons, right? Either one, the prank was just so outright disrespectful or mean to a complete stranger. You've just completely ruined their day. And when I see that, it makes me actually angry. Like, my blood pressure rises unnecessarily because I hate that shit. And the way I do it, I try to teeter on that line of still being funny and not going too far. Now, look, sometimes, as any comedian does, we go a little too far sometimes. It's our job to find that line, right? I've probably crossed a little bit before. But I try and hover so, I don't ruin our relationship. I just fracture it a little bit at a time.
Yeah, of course.
Slow breaks.
Is there anything that might have actually crossed the line for you and you decided not to post it?
It's a good question. So I do have plenty of drafts of pranks that I've done that I haven't posted just because they didn't really work, or my dad wasn't fazed by it, or there wasn't a surprise, I don't think there's been one yet, since it's so new, where I've crossed the line. But stay tuned, guys. That's going to come.
I think we're all waiting to see that line and when you cross it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of TikTok pranksters who do, and YouTube pranksters who do cross that line, and they just don't know where the line is, and it's not funny. There's a guy, I don't want to talk trash on any TikTokers, but I'll shout him out. JakesFunny, if you know who that is. He's the guy who keeps screaming Muñaño in people's ears. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Some of his pranks are just the most cringy. It just makes me want to just take a baseball bat to my phone. He just ruins people's day in public, and they're not funny at all. Just absolutely ruins people's day, and there's nothing to them. And I hate those type of pranks so much. So I try and keep it lighthearted-ish, right, but still enjoyable and quality. And by the way, I try to do my pranks so that even if his reaction isn't funny, the pranks are good enough on their own merit, right? Hopefully I'm popping out of a fridge in a crazy fucking costume, or I'm running in a hamster ball in the park. So hopefully they're funny enough on their own merit, regardless of, how exasperated he gets.
I think that speaks to your comedy. I think it's important that you put time and effort into what you're creating and not the reaction. I think that says a lot about where your mind's at with comedy and where you try and how you try to make people laugh. It's not about the reaction heightens what you're doing, but what you're doing is funny on its own. And I think that's really important when it comes to comedy.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and people ask all the time too, is it staged? People always ask, is your dad in on the reactions? And I try to, always say, I'm like, yeah, try and ask your father if he'd let you flood the apartment with a kiddie pool in the living room and see how your response goes. And wait, see if your dad would let you get a billboard over Los Angeles claiming that he has erectile dysfunction. But the people who claim, people who say, oh, it's staged, is it staged? They still say how it's funny anyway. Right. Because, like we said, the characters are hopefully funny enough on their own merit, and his torture is just a bonus. It's just a cherry on top.
They definitely are. I have a quick question about something you mentioned with the fridge. How long were you in the fridge?
Not that long because, I can open it from the inside. I can open it. So it was basically open until I knew he was coming. So I would just close it.
Gotcha.
Coming. Basically, I would get the cue from the the nod or whatever from the camera person. And
I have a follow-up question. How the fuck did you get in the fridge?
I know it's tough to believe because when you see these biceps,
yeah, you're fucking ripped, dude.
That guy fit. The fridge is fittable. It's an old school fridge, so it doesn't. I took all the shelves out, of course, and placed them on the side where you couldn't see. But you could probably get in your own fridge if you took everything out.
I'm gonna try it and post it on TikTok and tag you.
That'll be our Jake's Funny challenge. Just trying to fit us in the fridge.
Please do.
Probably not at the same time though.
Yeah, I don't know.
You and your dad seem like you guys have a really great relationship. Is that hard to navigate around when pranking him all the time? Because it seems like you really do get along very well.
Yeah, we do, and like we said, that line is going to be crossed, and I'm sure I'll fracture our relationship at some point. But no, like I said, I've been doing this my whole life. I love him. I've grown up with him. I'm still living with him. I'm in my fucking 20s. Shit, I need to move out soon. But
that's life, man.
It's okay. It happened. Yeah, that's literally most millennials are Gen Z or anything like that right now. It's hard out there.
Although he's the brand now, so maybe I got to stay with him. I'm just the co-star.
You got to live with him now, man. You're stuck.
Yeah,
you put yourself in a position.
Sorry, Pops. I'm here for the long haul.
I mean, you might end up getting kicked out like Two-Turn Tony.
Yeah, that's true. Although he's back. He's back now, I think.
Yeah.
So, although I don't have anywhere to move, I'm already in LA. So there's a.
You mentioned that he pranks you off camera. Is there one that he's done that you were just like, fuck, I wish I thought of that?
He's pranked me before. His pranks are a lot usually more low caliber. He'll do things like he'll just hide my phone and he'll call my phone or set up a different ringtone and things like that if I leave my phone out, which I do all the time. The thing is, a lot of his pranks are not necessarily good for TikTok. So this brings me to another point with TikTok, since it's so much different from other social medias. When I think of a video, I am not, if I sit down and I write something, I say, what can I do? I'm not thinking what's the funniest video I can do. Not at all. I'm not thinking what's hilarious, what's going to make people laugh. The only thing I'm really thinking, to be honest, is what's going to go viral on TikTok. Because of how TikTok pushes out videos, you have to think of each video as a separate entity. And I always think, something that might be hilarious on YouTube, it might be the greatest prank of all time, just doesn't translate to TikTok. Right. So each video I kind of go through a review process in my head. Even if I film something, I'm like, okay, is this good enough for TikTok? Does it fit the 20-second format? Is it quick? Is it catchy? Et cetera.
Right. Yeah. Well, it is a whole different beast for sure. It's like you said, it's the Wild West. So it's not the same as any other platform for sure. And that's what's so great about it.
And even though I pretend to understand the algorithm, if anyone tells you they understand the algorithm, they're fucking lying. Okay. Because it doesn't make sense to anyone, no matter what you do.
I totally get that.
Yep, nobody knows anything.
And I may not know anything about the algorithm of TikTok, but I like the algorithm of TikTok because all I see now are like Harry Potter, pop punk, like all these things that I'm like into, and I'm like, great.
Okay, so I will say the algorithm is great at knowing what you like.
Yeah.
I will give it credit for that. They know your interests. It'll push out similar videos. But as far as how to get likes, how to get views, it's a lot of a luck game. And I know, I have 840,000 followers right now in just a couple months. So you'd think I know yeah, I know. Subtle brag. Thanks. Clap it up.
Bravo.
No, you'd think I know the secrets, but I don't. I know some tricks of the trade that I've learned along the way, but whoever made the algorithm, I'm convinced, is locked in a cage somewhere underwater in the deep sea, and they can't get to him, and nobody knows how it works.
So what is on your For You page?
I don't scroll on it a lot because I'm constantly trying to make videos, but a lot of pranks, obviously. A lot of pranks and a lot of bad pranks, as we've mentioned. A lot of obviously fucking staged pranks, which is another category that makes me mad. Just things that are so obviously lame and set up. What was that? I'm sorry. And some food pages.
Oh, I love food pages, man.
I'm always hungry. So.
Yeah, me too. So what is the difference between a good and a bad prankster?
So the bad prankster, as I said, the first thing was people that just fuck up people's days unnecessarily, right? Strangers, especially. Pranks between family and friends. I can watch that shit all day. That's generally fine. Like we said, as long as you don't go insanely far, you know that the divide is not going to be fractured too much.
Right.
But people that just like that Jake kind of funny guy, people will be shopping. There's a video of him on Christmas season. Remember Cody Ko, one of the YouTubers, did a video about it. He's like, there's people shopping on Christmas season during the pandemic, and everyone's got their mask on. And this girl has a cart full of gifts, and he just goes and just crashes his cart into your cart and just keeps ramming your fucking cart until it's not funny anymore. And he never wears a mask, and he just plays dumb, and he just sits there staring at them as he just keeps crashing their carts. And that's the whole video.
That literally happened to me the other day.
What humor is.
Yeah.
I was literally at Target the other day.
Not a sponsor.
Definitely not a sponsor. But this guy just kept ramming his shopping cart into mine, and I was so tired. So I was just like,
him.
I was like, can you move? And he just kept doing it with no facial expression. And I walk away because I'm literally just exhausted. I'm there shopping with my girlfriend. We're tired.
Yeah.
And this woman and her kids comes up to me like 3 minutes later, and she's like, they're taking pictures of you. And I'm like, okay. I was like,
so
that's weird.
So you're probably going to end up on a shitty TikTok here. So.
Probably.
Yeah. And then there's other TikTokers. For example, I'm sure everyone's heard of Lance210 by now. Well, he started on YouTube. He's a guy who pranks his grandma a lot. And he's funny. His ideas are funny. I'm not hating on him at all. A lot of people take ideas from him. But things like that, they're just so obviously a production. It's so obviously set up between them that, if it's so fake and lame, it's not that funny. So it's either too far and horrible, or it's too stupid, fake, and lame. And again, there's that fine line. I'm sure some of mine are probably stupid and lame, and I'm sure some of mine are going to go too far, but hopefully the majority, are in that sweet spot.
I think they are. I think you hit that line pretty good, man. Sometimes I understand what you're saying. I see like some prank videos, and I'm just like, all right, next. I don't even see the whole thing, because I'm just like, this is either, like you said, either staged or too far, and it's just like I don't want to see someone's actual day get fucked. You know what I mean? Like, that's not. Yeah. Unless it's like.
Unless you do.
Yeah.
And they give you goosebumps sometimes. Like, I literally get shivers down my spine when I see some of these fucking horrible pranks. And I'm just like,
your heart drops sometimes. Like, it's just like you feel terrible for the person that they're affecting. But I had a quick question about, and I'm forgetting who the actual person was, but when Snuffy was brought, you told your dad about someone he loved. Who was that again?
Yes. The infamous Joe Gatto from Impractical
Joe.
Oh,
yeah.
Has he reached out at all since then?
You know what? No. And I'm angry about that, because that video has 1 million views now. He has been tagged like 900 times, if not more. If you read the comments, there's thousands of comments. I got so desperate. I reached out to his nephew, who's on TikTok. I found his nephew on Instagram and TikTok. I even reached out to him, told him, hey, can you send this to your uncle, please? He said, sure. Still no comments from Joe. Look, he's a busy ass guy.
He is busy.
Well, he's here right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I actually met him. I used to work in college. I used to work at a bagel store, and he actually came in. He was really nice. I'm surprised that he didn't reach out, because he's a very nice guy.
He probably just didn't see it. I doubt he saw it and was like, I'm gonna fucking ignore this guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna ignore this guy. So
yeah, well, you get the right to. So
listen, so actually something that we like to do for our own TikTok that we're gonna end up doing is we like to present you with giving us a challenge to do for our TikTok channel. So
and of course, it doesn't have to be right now. You can always email us after the fact, and we will happily try to do this challenge that you make us do. It could be prank but based, or anything that's more you.
As long as it's not detergent in the eyes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, now I got to think of something else.
Yeah, I know you're thinking that down that road.
Yeah. Well,
you're thinking line and don't cross it, and you thought detergent.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too about some of my pranks. I'm crossing the line on myself.
Yeah, but that's okay.
The prank's really on me, exactly. He just has to suffer by watching it. But for you guys, I'm sure I'll think of something. It's definitely going to be prank based. I mean, you guys are living together or no?
No, so I'm in Harlem and he's on Long Island.
Oh yeah, but you're close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll even travel for it. I don't even care. Maybe not to California, but we'll
eventually
take a good
one
drive.
day we'll meet you out in California.
Yeah, I mean, look, I see two good-looking guys here that would look good on a billboard over Long Island. I'm just saying.
Erectile dysfunction, man. 28 hits you
Long
hard.
Island doesn't have many billboards though.
No, not really. But California does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm just saying. If you guys want to promote your podcast, maybe you take it to the next level, get a billboard.
I mean,
all right.
if
Listen,
our
I'm down
future
for that.
followers want to help us with that, we're all for it.
Yeah. Set up the Venmo like I did. They're actually cheaper than you think, depending on the location. I'm getting the fucking mega huge ass billboard because obviously I wanted to go out loud. But you can get like a bus bench or a small poster billboard for less than $1,000 easily. So it's not that much if you have the money for it.
Right.
I just want to be on a bench. I think that would be amazing.
Just so people could sit on your face.
Yeah. Do a bus bench.
Yes.
You should. You can get those for like a few $100s if you rent it for the month. I'm telling you.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Anything you want to plug? I mean, I know you mentioned your social medias already, but please feel free to do them all again, just so that people can find a way to, if they aren't already, which they should be, but if they aren't already, so that they can follow you.
Yeah, if you're not following me, something's wrong with you. TikTok is at JakesFunny, one word. Instagram at Jake Gould. YouTube at JakesFunny. I haven't posted on YouTube yet. I'm waiting till I get 1,000 subscribers, but I'm gonna start posting stuff there eventually. More longer, high caliber pranks. I also want to plug. Let's see, what else can I plug? I got second place in my 3rd grade spelling bee one time.
Yes.
So, I am a man of many talents.
If you got 3rd place in your 2nd grade, then I would be more impressed, but you messed up, man.
You know what? Here, let me tell you the fucking word I lost on. And 2 grown adults, I want to see if you can spell this word.
I
3rd
probably
fucking
can't.
grade, I got this word to lose the goddamn Carpenter Avenue Elementary School spelling bee. Can you spell accordion?
ACCORDIAN.
That's how I fucking spelled it, and it's wrong.
How is that wrong?
How is it spelled?
Yeah, that's wrong. ACCORDION, accordion.
You'll never forget. You'll never forget. That's it.
Oh, I will never forget that word. No.
This is the moment we play the accordion sound. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Tiny violin accordion. Nobody gets that right. Anyone I've ever asked doesn't.
Well, the 1st place winner got it right, no?
Well, yeah, here's the problem with the format of the spelling bee, though. I get to go first, so I had to spell accordion first, right? And by the way, so the moderator says accordion. I go, okay, ACCORDIAN. She goes, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The whole audience roars, literally an audible roar. They go, what? And she turns to the crowd and she goes, I'm sorry, that's not what I have on my paper. And they had to deliberate because everyone thought it was AN. And then the fucking kid, Ethan, who gets to go after me, motherfucker.
It's always Ethan.
It's not like you're holding on to this at all.
No, my blood pressure is not, I'm not fucking, fidgeting right now. But he now gets to spell the same word after knowing how not to spell it, right? So what other way is it going to be spelled up than AN? So I'm just saying, I know it's 17 years later, but I'm still protesting this thing. And I'm taking it up with the local government. We'll see.
You should what you should do to really raise awareness? Get a billboard. Once you get a billboard for it.
I heard that works. I heard that's always
that's what I heard too.
You just get a big billboard that says accordion or accordion. You decide.
Petition to change the word. If you change the word, then you were right from the beginning.
Then I'm retroactively the winner. So
exactly. And
I'll take that.
You could fucking prank Ethan after that and say, "What up? I won."
I don't know I don't even remember his last name, but
doesn't matter.
I'm sure he's got the certificate somewhere hanging proudly in his bedroom.
He's doing an interview right now, and the certificate's behind him, right where your dad's picture is.
All right, now you're just adding insult to injury.
We got to find Ethan now. That is our goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't have this many followers, so
that's true.
Start in the accordion war.
Well, you don't know
2021.
You don't know that. You don't know where he is. Maybe he does.
Well, honestly, this has been amazing. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about today?
I don't think so. I'll get you if I think of any other prank ideas for y'all. I'll definitely let you know.
Okay, so we're doing a prank. Okay,
sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You gotta do stuff. Although, here's the thing: if I do a prank idea for you guys, I've gotta email you separate. Do you guys have separate emails?
Yeah. We'll shoot well, that's not fair. All right, I'm gonna find you on Instagram and send you it.
I mean, I scare easily, so this is gonna be terrifying.
Oh, baby,
But-
come on, Jakes Unite. Let's do this.
If you guys are gonna prank each other, obviously I can't, send it to a communal email. I've
Yeah.
got pin you guys against each other. So
I'll send
right.
you both of our personal emails.
all right, we'll make it happen then.
All right, man.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
This has been a Fall of the House production. Thanks so much for listening. We want to thank our audio engineer, David PK, our producer, Allison Sharkey, our social media manager, Katrina Knudsen, and our host, Anchor. Please make sure to follow us on all social media accounts at Inside the Talk, and that's TOK.